The FPL deadline is fast approaching for Game Week 3. New video series for you coming this season, starting from right now, and that is previewing the game week in terms of FPL, showing you my team and talking through it. So if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Let's get straight into it, and excited to deliver this new content for you. What time to subscribe to the channel, by the way, as well. So on screen is my team for Game Week 3. I know I started at a weird time, Game Week 3, but I thought I'd start it before the transfer window closes. So that's my team. I made one transfer this week. I've used my free transfer, and I brought in Mohamed Kudus, who, as you can see, has got the captain's armband. We'll talk about that a bit later. But transferred out is Cole Palmer of Chelsea. I decided to do this once it was confirmed. Enzo Maresca said that Palmer will not feature against Fulham this weekend. That made my decision, with Palmer not having the greatest start to the season and him being injured. I think it was a simple choice, and Kudus I was very keen to bring in earlier. For some reason, I had him in my first draft team before Game Week 1, but just decided to go against it. I tried to take the Spurs hat off and look at it that way, but it's the complete wrong thing to do as a Spurs fan. I should have gone with the heart, gone with the badge, and gone for it and used a bit more common sense. But I'm going to talk you through my team and my thinking behind it. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I think there were some mistakes that I made from the first draft, but I still think it's recoverable to an extent. So Robert Sanchez in goal for Chelsea. Chelsea signing a lot of players. I think they will improve their defence. A lot of it will be done internally, but with Marco Cucurella committing his future, and I think Reece James, for me, will have a injury-free season. That's at least what Chelsea will hope, and keeping Sanchez at number one confirmed. I just think Chelsea could have a good season, continue playing in the Champions League. I just think they will concede eventually less goals, become more defensively tight, in particular them improving their midfield. That's the way I view it. So Robert Sanchez for me, quite cheap. Good option, didn't have to think too much about that. There was a couple of options, of course, though. Then we move on to the defence. So my thinking about this is, well, I've got Walker Peters and Wan-Bissaka on the bench, both of West Ham. And when I talk about first draft mistakes, well, here we go. I think I could be wrong. I believe I had Wan-Bissaka, but then I don't know why did I bring in Walker Peters. I can't remember. I think it was because who got a red card? Why can't I remember? Was it Konsa? Yeah, I think it was Konsa. Let's say it's Konsa who got a red card, and I took him. Yeah, I think it was. I took him out, and I don't know why I put West Ham defender in. For some reason, I just had in my head assists that Walker Peters and Wan-Bissaka could provide, but look how bad West Ham defensively have been. So that back three, in terms of what I've got here now, picks itself. And I'm thinking Aït-Nouri against Brighton. I'm thinking assists. I'm thinking unlikely clean sheet, but it's the assist I'm looking for. So I've still got Konsa on the team, so I don't know who it was, but someone got suspended. You might be able to help me in the chat. I can't remember. My memory's not great. But Ezri Konsa at the back against Palace again, really tied for options, but there's a possibility he can keep a clean sheet there. A little bit of a presence from a set piece. Van der Ven, I'm purely banking on the fact that Tottenham keep a clean sheet, which is unlikely because Bournemouth are good going forward, but the Tottenham defence being very good and strong under Frank so far, 2 clean sheets out of 2, does give me a little bit of hope. Then we move on to that midfield. That's where I really want to improve this team. So we talk about Kudus there, brought him in, this is his first game week as captain. Could he get his first Tottenham goal against Bournemouth? I think he could bag a lot of points. At this moment in time, the armband's on him. It's not locked in though, if I'm totally honest with you. It's a real toss between him and maybe even Mbama, believe it or not, because it's Burnley at home. And there's names that I've considered, Rodgers, I've considered Pedro, so I'm very open to who is the captain. So Morgan Rodgers in there, I think it'd be interesting to see where he goes. If he does leave Villa, I think he'll only be Tottenham, be a Premier League club anyway, so I have no worries with him. I think he'll settle in quick wherever he goes. For now, Villa, the main man, whether it be as a left wing or it be as a 10, I think he can score points on a good day, Rodgers. I think this could be a big FPL year for him. Marmoush, I thought surely he's going to kick on this season. I don't like what I've seen from the start, but I'm going to remain patient. That's the problem with Man City. They have so many attackers and such a big squad. He's not going to get guaranteed minutes. That's the only problem we've got here. Nadai got the first goal at the Everton's new stadium, the Hill Dickinson Stadium. I think he had a big season. They've kept hold of him, and I liked him last season, so for me it was quite an easy pick in that midfield. Generally, when I've done the first draft, and it's quite an easy pick here. And I've gone with Mbamo. That's who I picked in the first draft, and when you've got him, you've got to start him. It was a bit of a risk I've taken. I think Cunha's probably been the best Man United signing out of the 3 so far. Having said that, it's not definite, but when Bowen did score a nice goal against Grimsby, but also to miss a penalty. The only thing I've got to consider is whether Bowen gets in there. I mean, the reason I've left all 3 West Ham players on the bench is because of how bad West Ham have been. But when I talk about mistakes in the first draft, I mean, having 3 West Ham players in there is just somewhere to start. Goodness me, what an absolute mistake. My thinking was Bowen goals and Walker-Peters and Wan-Bissaka assists. I'm going to defend myself ever so slightly, and when I think about that, it does kind of make sense. You know, Wan-Bissaka got his first... Walker-Peters got his first assist. Wan-Bissaka, I don't know why I was really thinking assist. I don't know what I thought about that. I was just thinking cheap maybe. So from now until the deadline, the decision I've got is whether Bowen comes in for another one of those midfielders because they've got Forest away. But having said that, the Forest defence, even with the players they've lost, is still quite tight. So I probably won't change anything. The armband, though, is up for debate. Then up front, João Pedro home to Fulham. Back him to get a goal or 2 in this one. Agroko is a very tough fixture for him, Liverpool away. But when you have a striker of that calibre, it's not fair not to put him in there. But the outside chance is that Liverpool, we know, is dropping defensively. I think they've got so many good attacking players, attacking strength, but they've forgotten about defensively improving. Let's look at Kanate, who's really struggling at the moment. Firpong's injured. Fullbacks are good, but they're open. Obviously, Firpong will be missing. McKerkis is good, but I think defensively there's still room for to be worked on. So that is my team. If I'm honest with you, I'll look at it and go, if it's around the average, I'm probably happy with this. And I'm usually quite an ambitious FPL player and go, look, I need to beat the average. But the team's not quite where I want it to be right now. There's lots of places to improve. I mean, the 3 players on the bench, if I'm totally honest with you, I want to get them probably all out the team. If not, at least Bowen and Wan-Bissaka. I'll keep Walker-Peters in there. And that midfield, there's room for improvement if Marmoush doesn't pick up. So that's my team. Quite easy to use the free transfer this week when I found out that Palmer was unavailable. In a way, I was hoping he was available and I could use that transfer elsewhere. So that's my team. How are you feeling for Game Week 3 is the question. And what do you rate my team? So there's going to be more FPL content. We're going to start by just doing these videos in terms of FPL team preview when I've, got my team and pretty much locked in my team. If you enjoy these videos, please, or if you enjoyed this first video, should I say, let me know in the comments below. If you enjoy this video going into more game weeks after the international break, do let me know and I'll bring more FPL content, such as drafts, captains, and I'm not an FPL expert. There are some fantastic FPL channels out there. FPL Harry, FPL Focal. Honestly, there's so many amazing people out there, so I'm not going to pretend to be an FPL expert, but as an FPL player, I'd love to share my thought process behind you because I see it as a manager, and the formation for this, as you can see, is a 3-5-2. Not very reliant on defences this week at all. Can't have any of those West Ham players in there. So that 11 that I've got, it was an absolute no-brainer they have to start. I don't look at the bench really and go, is anyone who could start? Bowen, as I said, would be potentially the only one, but I really opt against it, being the opposition and the way that West Ham are playing at the moment. They don't create many chances. West Ham's defence is the problem, though, not the attack. So that's all I'm going with. I like to go a bit different with the captain with Kudus. A lot of people probably look at it and go, João Pedro, or even maybe a Mbama. I'll go a little bit different with Mohamed Kudus. So good luck to all FPL managers for Game Week 3. If you need the channel, please like, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this video. And big shout out to our partners in the Kitman UK.